Hi, I'm Royal. The day I proposed to Olivia was the happiest of my life. We'd been together for 3 years, living in our small apartment downtown, planning a future that seemed perfect. That was before her brother Marcus decided I wasn't worthy of his sister. She said yes, I announced to Cameron over coffee, unable to contain my excitement. Last night, under the stars at Riverfront Park, Cameron slapped my shoulder, nearly spilling his latte. About time. You've been carrying that ring around for what, 2 months? 3, I admitted, rubbing my neck. Wanted the moment to be perfect. So when are you telling her family? Cameron asked, his voice dropping slightly. I stirred my coffee slowly. Tonight, actually. Dinner at Elena's house. Marcus gonna be there? Cameron raised an eyebrow. Yeah, I sighed. Can't avoid him forever. Just be careful, man. The way he looked at you at Olivia's birthday. I know, but he's her brother. I have to try. Later that evening, Olivia squeezed my hand as we walked up the steps to her mother's house. Mom's going to be thrilled, she whispered. Don't worry about Marcus. Elena's warm hug enveloped us both at the door. My two favorite people. Come in, dinner's almost ready. Where's Marcus? Olivia asked, glancing around the familiar living room. Running late as usual, Elena rolled her eyes. Said something about traffic. We settled in the living room and I felt my phone vibrate. A text from Cameron. Good luck. Don't let Marcus get to you. 20 minutes later, the front door slammed open. Marcus filled the doorway, his broad shoulders tense beneath his expensive suit, his eyes locked on our intertwined hands. Sorry I'm late, he muttered, not sounding sorry at all. Elena clapped her hands together. Well, now that everyone's here, let's eat. At the table, conversation flowed awkwardly until Olivia cleared her throat. Mom, Marcus, Royal and I have some news. She held up her hand, the diamond catching the light. Elena gasped, her hands flying to her mouth. We're engaged! Olivia beamed. Oh my goodness! Elena jumped up, rushing around the table to hug us both. This is wonderful news! Marcus sat stone-faced, his fork suspended halfway to his mouth. When did this happen? His voice was dangerously quiet. Last night, I answered, trying to keep my tone light, at Riverfront Park. And you didn't think to ask me first? Marcus set his fork down with a clink. Olivia's smile faltered. Ask you. Ask for our blessing, Marcus clarified, his eyes never leaving mine. For our family's blessing. I wasn't aware I needed permission to marry the woman I love, I replied carefully. Marcus, please, Elena interjected. This isn't the 1800s. It's about respect, Marcus snapped. About tradition. About knowing your place. My place, I echoed. You've known our family for what, 3 years? You think that gives you the right to just… Marcus, stop it, Olivia interrupted. This is supposed to be a happy announcement. Happy? Marcus laughed, a harsh sound. You're marrying beneath you, Liv. Everyone can see it but you. I felt Olivia tense beside me. That's enough, Marcus. No, it's not, he growled. Not until this nobody understands that in this family we do things properly. Elena stood up. Marcus Alexander Bennett, that is quite enough. But Marcus was already pushing back from the table. This isn't over, he muttered, storming out of the dining room. The next morning, Cameron called me, his voice tight with urgency. Royal man, you need to check your social media. What? Why? Marcus posted about you. It's bad, Royal, really bad. What exactly did he post? I asked Cameron, pacing our apartment while Olivia sat rigid on the couch. He's claiming you're after Olivia's trust fund, says you've got gambling debts, that you've been seeing someone else on the side. It's all lies, but man, he's got his country club friends believing it. Olivia grabbed her phone and gasped. He's texting all our family friends. Royal, these accusations, they're insane. The doorbell rang. I opened it to find Elena, her eyes red-rimmed. I'm so sorry, she said immediately. Marcus has lost his mind. I've tried calling him, but he won't answer. Come in, Mom, Olivia said softly. Elena settled on the armchair, wringing her hands. He's always been protective, but this is beyond anything I could have imagined. Has he always been like this? I asked. With Olivia's boyfriends? No, Elena shook her head. Not like this. He was distant with her college boyfriend, but nothing malicious. It started when Dad died, Olivia explained to me. Marcus thought he needed to be the man of the house. But this is extreme, even for him. My phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. Back off if you know what's good for you. I showed it to Olivia, whose face paled. That's his number. He must have blocked you so you wouldn't recognize it. This is harassment, Cameron said firmly. You should talk to the police. And say what? I asked. That my fiance's brother doesn't like me? That he's threatening you, Cameron insisted. Keep all these messages, document everything. Olivia's cousin Jasmine called that afternoon. I put her on speaker. Olivia, what is going on? Marcus is telling everyone at Aunt Ruth's birthday that Royal tried to hit you. What? Olivia nearly shouted. That's completely false. I figured, Jasmine sighed. He seems unhinged. People are uncomfortable. Uncle Terry told him to leave, but he's making a scene in the parking lot. After the call, I sat down heavily next to Olivia. This is getting out of hand. I'm going to confront him, Olivia declared. No, Elena and I said simultaneously. He's not rational right now, Elena added. Let me try reaching him again. Later, I met with Detective Reeves, an old friend of Cameron's father, at a coffee shop. So let me get this straight, Reeves said, reviewing the texts and social media posts I'd screenshot. Your fiance's brother is spreading lies and making veiled threats because you didn't ask for his blessing? That's the gist of it, I confirmed. Has he made any direct threats of physical harm? Not explicitly, just back off if you know what's good for you. Reeves nodded slowly. Document everything. If he escalates, we can look at harassment charges. For now, I'd recommend staying away from him. As if on cue, the coffee shop door banged open, and Marcus stormed in, his face contorted with rage when he spotted me. You! He snarled, striding toward our table. You think getting the cops involved will help you? Reeves stood up. Sir, I suggest you calm down. And who are you? Marcus demanded. Detective Reeves, CPD, he answered calmly, showing his badge. And you're making a scene in a public place. You turned my sister against me, Marcus hissed at me, ignoring Reeves. You turned my mother against me. No one's against you, Marcus, I said evenly. We just want you to stop spreading lies. Lies? He laughed bitterly. I'm the only one seeing clearly. You're using her. I love Olivia, that's the truth. Love? He spat the word. What would you know about love? You're nothing, nobody. Sir, Reeves interjected firmly, I suggest you leave now before this becomes official police business. Marcus's eyes darted between us. This isn't over, he promised, backing away. Not by a long shot. 3 days later, Olivia and I were leaving a restaurant when Marcus appeared in the parking lot. We need to talk, he demanded, blocking our path to the car. There's nothing to talk about, Olivia replied. Not until you apologize and retract everything you've said. Apologize? Marcus scoffed. For trying to protect you? I don't need protection from Royal, Olivia said firmly. I placed a gentle hand on her arm. Let's just go. Marcus's eyes narrowed. Don't touch her. Marcus, Olivia warned. You think you've won? Marcus stepped closer. You think you can just walk into our family, take what's ours? I'm not taking anything, I kept my voice level. And Olivia isn't property. You don't get it, do you? Marcus shook his head. This family has standards, traditions. Traditions like respecting your sister's choices, I challenged. You manipulated her, he shouted, drawing stares from passers-by. That's enough, Olivia stepped between us. Marcus, you need help. This isn't about Royal or me or family traditions. This is about control. Don't psychoanalyze me, Marcus snarled. You've always thought you were so smart, Liv, but you're blind when it comes to him. The only one who's blind is you, she retorted. Royal is kind, hardworking, honest. He's beneath us, Marcus roared. There is no us versus him, Olivia's voice broke. He's going to be my husband. He is my family now, too. Something dark flashed in Marcus's eyes. Not if I have anything to say about it. You don't, Olivia stated firmly. This isn't your decision. Marcus lunged forward suddenly, shoving me hard against a parked car. You ruined everything. Marcus, stop! Olivia screamed. I raised my hands. I don't want to fight you. Coward, he spat, grabbing my collar. Let him go! Olivia tried to pull her brother back. With a violent motion, Marcus shoved her aside. She stumbled, falling hard against the pavement. Something snapped inside me. Don't you touch her! Before I could react, Marcus's fist connected with my jaw. Pain exploded across my face as I staggered backward. Royal! Olivia cried out. Stay down if you know what's good for you, Marcus growled, advancing on me again. A car horn blared. Headlights illuminated the scene as Cameron's SUV pulled up. Hey! Cameron shouted, jumping out. Get away from him! Marcus hesitated, suddenly aware of the small crowd gathering. I've called the police, a woman announced, holding up her phone. This isn't over, Marcus threatened, backing away. Not by a long shot. As sirens wailed in the distance, Olivia helped me to my feet, her hands trembling. Your face, I'm okay. I assured her, tasting blood. No, you're not, Cameron said grimly, examining my rapidly swelling jaw. But you will be. And that, he nodded toward the woman still on her phone. That was exactly what we needed. Can you identify your attacker in this courtroom? The prosecutor's voice echoed through the hushed room. Yes, I answered, pointing directly at Marcus. The defendant, Marcus Bennett. From the gallery, Olivia squeezed Elena's hand. Cameron sat beside them, his expression grim but satisfied. Marcus sat stiffly beside his attorney, his once immaculate suit, looking somehow diminished under the fluorescent lights. And what precipitated this attack? The prosecutor continued. I became engaged to his sister without asking for his permission or blessing, as he called it. Objection, Marcus's attorney called. Characterization. Sustained, the judge nodded. The jury will disregard. The prosecutor approached the witness stand. Mr. Harmon, please tell the court exactly what happened that night in the restaurant parking lot. I recounted the events calmly, describing Marcus's threats, his assault on me, and most crucially, how he had shoved Olivia to the ground. The defense will have you believe this was a simple family disagreement, the prosecutor addressed the jury later. But the evidence shows a pattern of escalation, from harassment to physical violence. This wasn't about family traditions. This was about control and intimidation. 3 hours later, the jury returned. On the charge of assault in the second degree, we find the defendant guilty. Outside the courthouse, Marcus's attorney approached us. My client would like to speak with you. Olivia tensed beside me. Why? He's facing serious consequences. He wants to apologize. I exchanged glances with Olivia. Fine, 1 minute. In a small conference room, Marcus sat with his shoulders slumped. For the first time, he looked broken. Royal, Olivia, he faltered. I don't know what came over me. Save it, Olivia said coldly. Please, Marcus's voice cracked. This will ruin my career, my life. I was wrong. I see that now. Now? I echoed. Now that there are consequences, now that people have seen who you really are? I made a mistake, he insisted. A terrible mistake, but we're family. Family doesn't do what you did, Olivia replied. Family doesn't spread lies. Family doesn't attack people they claim to love. I can change, Marcus pleaded. I'll get help, therapy, anything. Good, I nodded. You should get help, but not for us. We're done. Olivia, Marcus turned to his sister. Please, Mom needs us to stay together as a family. Don't you dare use Mom as leverage, Olivia's voice was steel. She supported our decision from the start. The sentencing hearing is next week, I reminded him. Your actions have consequences, Marcus. Real ones. Is that what this is about? Desperation tinged his voice. Revenge? Getting back at me? No, I shook my head. It's about justice. It's about making sure you never threaten or hurt anyone else the way you hurt us. Marcus's face hardened. You'll regret this, both of you. And that, Olivia stood up, is exactly why we're done with you. 1 month later, Olivia and I stood on the balcony of our new apartment watching the sunset. Elena would be joining us for dinner later to discuss wedding plans. Do you ever think about him? I asked softly. Sometimes, Olivia admitted, but then I remember how he treated you, how he showed his true colors when he didn't get his way. The restraining order renewal hearing is next month, I reminded her. We'll be there, she said firmly. Together. Cameron appeared in the doorway. Food's here. Elena just texted. She's 5 minutes away. As we turned to go inside, Olivia paused. You know what I realized? We never needed his blessing. We had everything we needed all along. I kissed her softly. And we always will. Do you think family traditions should ever come before someone's happiness? Have you ever had to stand up to a bully in your own family? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this one.